It is a crisis gripping many parts of the country, and its prevalence in Maryland has been devastating. Here in Maryland alone, more than 1,600 people have died in the last year from opioid overdoses. And all this week, our 11 News Investigates team looking into that issue in a series called Chronic Pain, Maryland's Opioid Crisis. Investigative reporter Tolly Taylor joining us now. Tolly, a lot of things at play here, so the question is, why now? Why is it important for us to look at it?
Yeah, I mean, you just cited the numbers there. I mean, it's just a staggering death toll that's we're finding happening across the state. And what we're sort of learning is that, you know, as state and local leaders focused on things like COVID and crime, they maybe took their eye off the ball a little bit in terms of deaths with opioids. And so we're sort of drilling down and trying to figure out more about it.
Yeah, and Baltimore did it a little differently. Rather than going to this settlement with other cities and states, they went alone, and that was important, I guess, when it comes to settlement.
Yeah, and everyone that we've talked to really credits Mayor Scott's leadership on that point. They say that it was a brave thing to do, and they commend him on that. The sort of flip side to that is that, you know, $669 million. That's what the city has so far, and they're actually going to be going to an abatement trial next month to try to get more, maybe kick that up into the billions. Yeah. But, you know, this money started coming in June, and we're now in November, and from what I've learned, nothing's going to happen with that money really until January at the earliest. So more than 6 months later, and we're just sort of sitting on the stockpile of cash. Mayor Scott says there's a reason for that, and that reason is that, you know, pending litigation, we can't talk about it. We need to keep, you know, the lawsuits sort of ironclad. But community members that we're talking to, city leaders that we're talking to, are really concerned that there's sort of a vacuum of leadership going on right now, and that, you know, if you don't get the community engaged with this, you're just going to have the deaths continue to mount.
Is there also sort of frustration there, I'm guessing, from folks who know because we know the number now, and I think a lot of people want to see it put to work. Right,
exactly. I mean, how many people have died in those months, right?
Yeah.
And you have this huge pile of cash. This is actually the $669 million. This is more than the city got for all of its ARPA stockpile, right? So this is a huge amount of money that could go a long way to helping a lot of people. And again, you know, while people have celebrated the mayor for taking on these different opioid manufacturers, there's really a frustration there that he's not speaking publicly about this. City Councilman Mark Conway tried to hold hearings about this with the City Council to get public feedback, to get experts in there explaining how this is happening, what they're seeing, and those were all blocked. So again, we're just sort of sitting and waiting right now, and that's causing some serious frustration.
But I'm guessing the money has to stay local, I'm guessing, and the hope is that it stays with programs that help these folks. You know what I mean? Like it's a sort of almost like a lockbox almost.
Right. Mayor Scott has vowed that all of it is going to go towards helping, you know, address this addiction problem. He's announced an executive order creating this board that's going to be overseeing it. They're actually this month interviewing candidates for that board. It's going to be, you know, experts, community leaders, all sorts of different invested parties. But again, it's all sort of moving towards something, but nothing's actually happening right now. There's money that's earmarked, it hasn't gone out the door yet, and some frustration with that.
About 30 seconds or so left. What else are you guys working on in this series?
Yeah, so a lot of exciting stories. There's going to be a different angle every day on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. You know, I'm looking at that settlement money and what's happening with it. We're looking at research, new research that's going into opioid addiction. We're looking at you know, how law enforcement is focusing on doctors, but also looking at actually fentanyl on the streets, what's going on there. We're looking at different types of treatment clinics, people coming in with addiction and actually being able to use those drugs there safely, monitored, all sorts of very interesting things that are happening here in Maryland and locally.
Affects a little bit everybody. All right, Tolly. Thank you, man.